Hi, in this video I will demonstrate a short scenario for spawning Grafana dashboards out of Prometheus metrics collected in Kubernetes. So this is my GitHub account, Jotak, and the repository Discomon. It contains a very small program that consumes the Prometheus REST API to fetch metrics, and it looks for name patterns, and based on that it will send relevant dashboards to a running Grafana server. So I have on my laptop an OpenShift cluster running. I log in as developer because I don't need any special rights to do that demo. I create a new project, name it Discomon demo, and I will import my YAML file. So this is Prometheus-grafana-discovery.yaml that is on my GitHub repo. Here it is. So this pop-up tells me that the template will create additional membership roles, and that role is necessary for Prometheus to be able to discover pods. Continue to overview. I will just show you that role. It's named Prom Discover Pods, and what it does, it just grants the get, list, and watch verbs to the pods resource to Prometheus, nothing more. And so the first step to do is to add that membership to Prometheus. So under membership, I edit the membership, service account Prometheus, and I select that Prom Discover Pods role. Now, an overview. I have 3 pods: Prometheus, Grafana, and my little Discomon program. Let's have a look at the URL. So this is a standard Prometheus, standard Grafana, and as you can see, it already has discovered some targets in Prometheus. So the target is itself. It is able to get its own Prometheus metrics. And if I have a look at Discomon logs, you can see that it starts a main loop, it tries to fetch metrics, and at some point he found Prometheus metrics, and it has a built-in Prometheus dashboard in the Dockerfile image, which is sent to Grafana. So that's why in Grafana I have a data source, which is Prometheus, and I have a dashboard also for Prometheus. And you can see that it's being collecting the Prometheus metrics. Now, I don't just want to monitor Prometheus. I want to monitor my own application, and what I do is adding to the project a simple Wildfly application that I've created for the demo. It's just an empty Wildfly with GMX exporter that opens the metrics endpoint for Prometheus. It's nothing more. There is no deployment, just that GMX reporter. And here is my Wildfly application. It's being deployed. Let's have a look at the Discomon logs. So it's going to fetch the metrics in Prometheus, and at some point it should recognize some JVM metrics pattern. The current loop for fetching metrics is now set to I think it's 15 seconds. Okay, so here we go. It found a new dashboard to load, JVM. So now in Grafana, I can see that JVM dashboard has been added. And it's a simple dashboard that shows some JVM metrics: memory usage, class loading, GC. Now, what can I do more? I could, for instance, scale up my Wildfly application to 2 pods, and in the same time I'm going to add another application, which is another sample application that I did in Vertex. So I have now Discomon, Falco, which is my Vertex application, Grafana, Prometheus, and my Wildfly app with 2 pods. Falco is deployed. Okay, so did it find something new? Not yet, but I think here we are already able to see that it found the other pod of the Wildfly application. So here we can see all our pods and all of instance in the namespace. There are not all of them used. It lists also non-JVM pods and application, but obviously we just see the metrics of the JVM ones here. And we can see that it found the Vertex dashboard, the Vertex metrics, so it created a Vertex dashboard, and I can see it here. Here we go. So I have my Vertex metrics, event loop size, event bus handler, and so on. So now let's see what's happening under the hood. In Discomon, everything starts with Prometheus. So Prometheus is configured to scrape pod metrics. So as you can see here, I have a config map in my OpenShift configuration that contains Prometheus.yaml, which is the standard Prometheus config file, which is configured with the Kubernetes SD configs. So this is the service discovery config for Prometheus. Here you can see it in the Prometheus website. You can see, so it's built in with Prometheus. And I configured this service discovery with role pods so that it's able to fetch pod metrics. It's restricted to the current namespace, so that string is replaced by an init container in my OpenShift template with the current namespace name. And there's some relabel configs so that it's correctly labeled in Prometheus. Now, this configuration is enough to fetch, to let Prometheus get all the metrics we want. Now, the second step lies in Discomon, the Go program named Discomon, and you see it's very tiny program, less than 200 lines of code. And what it does is just fetching metrics from Prometheus, finding patterns within those metrics, and when a pattern is recognized, it adds a Grafana dashboard. And by sending it to the Grafana REST API. And all of these dashboards are currently directly provided in the Docker file in the Docker image of Discomon. So for now, they are in that directory. You can see there is some JSON files that corresponds to the different dashboards I have, dashboard JSON, and a pattern.yaml file, which links every dashboard to a set of regular expressions that are run against the metric names. And here is how it can detect that dashboard can be added. And that's all for my demo. Thank you everyone.